Welcome to iOS Notifications. This tutorial will allow you to set up how your iDevices alert you when new information comes into your iPhone or iPad. There are a number of types of notifications within iOS 6. There are alerts, banners, and there's Notification Center. Notification Center is a gathering place for all the different kinds of notifications your device receives. You can view Notification Center by placing your finger directly on the time here in the info bar at the top of your screen and swipe straight down. This is Notification Center. See, I have all kinds of different information in here. Here I've got a stock ticker. Next down I have the weather. And we can see that I've got text messages and my calendar. To close Notification Center, place your finger on the three lines at the bottom of the screen and swipe up. Another type of alert are Lockscreen Alerts. These show up on your device when it's locked or asleep. It allows you to quickly see what's coming in and decide whether it's important or not. If it's not important, you can simply click the sleep-wake button and put your device back to sleep. Or, if you'd like to go directly to that alert, simply put your finger on the icon that displays on the lock screen and slide that icon. The device will take you directly to the app that generated the alert. The other type of alert shows up on the screen while you're using the device. These appear either as alert boxes in the middle of the screen or as banners along the top edge of the display. Touching the alert box or banner will take you to the app that generated the alert. Let's take a look at how we can configure alerts in order to prioritize the ones that are important to you. From the home screen, tap the settings icon. Once you're in the settings menu, tap on the word Notifications. The first setting we see here is Do Not Disturb. We covered Do Not Disturb in one of the earlier videos, so if you'd like specifics on Do Not Disturb, please refer back to that video. Now the next thing we see here is Sort By. This sets whether you want the items within Notification Center to be locked in a set order, or if you want the newest information within Notification Center to the top of the Notification Center list. If you opt to organize Notification Center manually, tap the Edit button. Now hold on this three-bar icon, and then you can move the notifications into the order that's most effective for you. Now tap the Done button to save your changes. Now, if you opt by time, the newest notifications will go to the top of the list as they come in. Next, we see a list titled In Notification Center. So these are the items that I have set up to appear within my Notification Center. You have the choice of whether a notification is important enough to warrant being in the Notification Center or not. I need to point out here, you add or remove apps from Notification Center one at a time. So let's use Messages as an example here. I'm going to go ahead and tap on Messages, and here we have all the settings related to Messages. Here I can determine whether I would like new text messages to appear within my Notification Center. I set that using the on-off slider here. Leaving it on keeps messages within the Notification Center group. Slide Notification off, and let's go ahead and back out of the Messages, back to our Notifications list, and we now see that Messages is within the Not in Notification Center. Now I'll still receive my text messages and alerts, but when I go to Notification Center, my text messages are no longer there. So let's go ahead and head back into Messages. I'm going to go ahead and turn that back on because I do want my messages within Notification Center. So the next thing I see here is Show. This actually tells me how many of my unread messages would I like to appear within Notification Center. And we can see I can choose between 1 recent item, 5 recent items, and 10 recent items. Now when I go to Notification Center, I don't see 5 messages here, and that's because I only have 1 unread message at this point. So this only applies to unread messages. Okay, so let's back out of Show here. We tap on the Messages button. The next setting is for on-screen alerts. It's called Alert Style. You want these on for important things. If your job requires you to respond to text messages immediately, you want messages giving you an alert every time you receive a new message. Now you can choose between banners and alerts. Banners rotate in along the top edge of the display here. These are less intrusive. Now alerts pop up a window in the middle of your display, which can be disruptive, but it also helps to make sure that you don't miss things that are important to you. If you only reply to messages once or twice a day, and they can wait till later, then an alert may actually be an unwelcome distraction. in which case you want to choose none. You'll still get your messages, and you'll even get the alert tones telling you that something new's come into the phone, but you're not going to have the screen be disrupted. Now, Apple has a little text for us here. Alerts require an action before proceeding, meaning that the alert box is going to stay up on your screen until you decide to do something. Banners appear at the top of the screen and go away automatically, meaning that they rotate into the screen, hang out there for just a little bit so that you can see the alert, and then they rotate back out if you don't touch them. If you do touch them, it takes you right to the message. The next setting we see is badge icon. This sets whether you want the app icon to display a tiny number indicating the number of alerts that that app has waiting for you. So I'm going to go ahead and head back to my home screen here real quick, and we can see that my App Store has a badge icon of 4. This means that the App Store has 4 updates for me. We can also see that my calendar has a badge icon of 1, meaning 1 new event has been added to my shared calendar. These badges will tell you how many unread emails, how many unread text messages. It'll tell you how many phone calls you've either missed and voicemails are waiting for you. Our next setting is text tone. And when I tap on that, I can see that I can set any number of custom sounds to my text messages. So when I receive a new text message, it's not the same tone as when I receive a new email or a phone call. Show preview is our next setting. And Apple's got a little text here for us. Include a preview of the message in the alerts or banners. Show preview will display things like text from a message, the phone number of an incoming phone call within the alert box or banner. Leaving this on will help you determine the importance of any given alert. You'd want to turn this off if you're concerned about somebody reading over your shoulder. On to our next setting, which is repeat alerts. So again, if you've got very important emails or text messages coming in that require immediate response, you can set that alert to repeat a number of times to remind you. Moving on to our next one, show iMessage alerts from. Show iMessage alerts sets a parameter on Apple's iMessage. Now, iMessage is Apple's text messaging system. It uses the internet instead of the cell phone network. Now, it does use your data plan, so for now I recommend you set it to My Contacts only. We'll delve into iMessage in far greater detail in a future tutorial. Now, our last setting here is View in Lock Screen. Now, do you want to see an alert without having to slide to unlock your phone or iPad? Turn this on if that's a helpful feature. Remember, you can go directly from the lock screen to the message by sliding the alert icon. And I'm going to go ahead and tap the notifications button to back out of the messages, and we're back to our notifications menu. Keep in mind that not every app provides alerts. As an example, if I go into the Apple Store application here, we see that it has a lot less settings than Messages did, and that's because it doesn't have as many things that it can notify us about. So the app doesn't have a repeat or iMessage setting, because those settings don't have anything to do with the App Store. That's the basic settings for notifications within iOS. If you'd like to continue growing in your knowledge and confidence with your iPhone, iPad, or other Apple products, please email MacNirvana at info@macnirvana.com. We provide individualized training both in person and live over the web. We offer group and business training as well as consulting. Visit us on the web at macnirvana.com. For MacNirvana LLC, this is Rob, and I thank you for spending this time with me.